What is up, beautiful people? Okay, this is gonna be vlog number 2 about our in-home insemination process, and I just wanted to go over some stuff. So I've been testing for probably about 2 weeks now, trying to figure out when my peak ovulation is or my LH surge. And here's some things you need to know. For number 1, after you test and do your LH surge, that usually between 12 to 48 hours, you're gonna ovulate. You're gonna drop some eggs. It's gonna happen. You know, there's a lot of different readings out there, different studies that say you ovulate for a week, but I don't know. All I know is that when I had my LH surge, I was kind of dumbfounded because I was like, what? How could that be? Okay, I'm gonna get graphic here, but usually when you ovulate, and some women will get a discharge. It's like a kind of an egg white discharge. So I'm very familiar with that, and I didn't have that at the time. I got a positive LH surge. So I was like, what the heck? And so then that's when I had to go read more and figure out like why that happened. And the reason is because just because you have a positive test doesn't mean you're ovulating exactly at that time. It just means that's when your body is getting ready to release the egg, and you have that time frame between 12 to 48 hours. It could be any time. So anyways, I'm gonna show you what my LH surge looks like, and kind of what I did and the date and all that good stuff. So keep watching. All right, so here it is. I have December 9th, 2018 is day 7 of the cycle. I've been testing at about 7 to 8 to 9 o'clock, I guess, every night, and all of them have been negative. This is the control line, the one on the left, and this is the test line. And you're supposed to just read the results and throw these away, because they say that, you see how you can see the faint line there, that will show up and really it's still a negative. But anyways, so I kept testing, and here on this day, I could not believe it. I thought that was just a faint line, but really, I'm pretty sure that was a positive, because that line is almost as dark as that one, and darker than any other one of these lines. So that was at 9:37 p.m. on day 14, December 16th. Today is actually the 19th, so 3 days ago. So I had tested again the next day in the morning, which was Monday, and I did it on this one, and I got a double lines. And once again, I was like, that can't be true, I don't know. I was like, I don't feel like I'm ovulating because I didn't see the discharge. Well, turns out it's because, you know, when you have your surge, you don't necessarily ovulate at that time. You will be. So I had this one. So let's see. 9:37. This one was at 6 o'clock in the morning the next day. Then at 6:30 p.m. that same day, that surge was gone. So I tested again here, and to see if these were working. See, that line is so faint. This one goes to this 4:48 p.m. So I'm not surging anymore. Today is day 17, December 19th, and today I inseminated. So I am only inseminating once today, and probably won't do it again tomorrow or anything. Even though I could, it's just, I feel like today was the peak day, only because today I did see a discharge. And so I'm pretty sure that my egg was dropping right now, but who knows, you gotta try to catch it. I never knew it was so hard to get pregnant. When I had my first daughter, it was an unexpected pregnancy, so I didn't even see any symptoms, know any signs. But one thing about today is I did feel a few little baby cramps, and I did have the discharge, so I'm pretty sure egg was dropping today. Inseminated today, and we'll see how it goes. Usually after insemination, it doesn't hurt much, but today we use this like catheter thing, and that hurt, and there was a little bit of spotting. So don't be afraid. It's just probably something that happens. I have been reading and Googling because I got nervous at first, but yeah. So anyways, that's what we have so far. This is our third cycle that we're trying, and this time we're actually tracking it. So we'll see in a couple weeks if I get pregnant. If not, we'll move on to the next cycle and try to do something better. And probably right when I see that surge, probably 3 days after that surge every day, or one day and then skip a day and the next day, then I'll inseminate those 2 days and maybe even another day, because the more you inseminate, the more chances you have at getting pregnant, because the sperm lives inside for 1 to 5, well, I've heard 5 to 7 days. That's what I've read. Some people say 1 to 5 days, but either way, it stays alive for longer than just a day inside of you. It still has time to travel. So with that being said, that's just my update here. Today is December 19th. I'm on cycle day 17 and I inseminated, and I'm excited but nervous at the same time because the disappointment is so real. But I'm gonna have high hopes and just hope for the best. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and have a great day. And one last thing, the reason I was a little hesitant about my results is because I've been tracking my period for a few months now, and I normally have like a really longer cycle. So technically, according to my app that I've been tracking it on, I wasn't supposed to hit ovulation until next week. So that's why I was a little surprised by the results, but I just went ahead and went based off the results and didn't wait until next week, which I'm glad. Right after my period ended, I started testing so that I would know, and I did that because of how my cycle is a little irregular. So I started testing the day after my period completely ended. And I only did one test. You want to buy the cheap test so that it won't cost you a lot of money. You do one of the cheap ones, and like I said, or like you've seen in my video, you can see clearly when your LH surge is. Since that was my first time seeing it, I didn't know what to do. I was kind of shocked. But anyways, that's why at first I was hesitant. But going forward, in the next cycle, I will not be, and we'll move forward from there. Bye.